Welcome everybody. I am Gina Ogren and I'm the founder of Go Fitness Virtual, and I have a really cool light. I don't know what's causing that behind me. Let me just move this. Let's see if I can get rid of it. Maybe. Oh, I got rid of a little bit of it. That's good. I am getting ready to do the cardio strength this morning. So we are going to start standing up behind the chair. You're going to do a warm up. I like you behind the chair the whole time, partly so that you can sit down if you need to, but if you lose your balance, then you can just grab a hold of the back of the chair and stabilize yourself really quickly, and you'll be moving on before you know it, right? Without that chair, it could be different. So I like the chair. And then at the last part, after we do our warm-up, our cardio, and our weight portions of the class today, which we'll use handheld weights, so grab those, or if you don't have handheld weights, you can grab water bottles or cans of soup or cans of soda or something, and use those for some resistance. Any little bit of resistance helps strengthen those muscles. So you can grab those things, and then at the end of class, you'll have the option to sit and do your core work seated on the chair or on the floor. So we'll get to, when we get to that point, we'll talk a little bit more about that. I will move my chair out of the way so you can see, because you won't be able to see through this chair and you can't see anything my legs are doing. So I'm gonna get it out of the way, and I'm gonna get the music started. For my Chiefs fans out there, little start me up. It's good for Monday morning to start you up, right? Yeah. March it out. Take it out wide. Yeah, I have these, the sun comes in the morning. I don't usually do many of my classes at 9, so the sun just shoots in the window. And of course I have a hound in his little window seat right now, so I can't take the blinds down quite as far as I normally would. Good. Now let's go chest height. Reach one arm out, bend the other. Hey Claudia, good to see you. Now take those arms over if you can. You want to keep them lower and warm up a little bit more, that's fine too. All right, chest tight. And now take it low. Tap them back a little bit more. Okay, now we're gonna keep that knee pointed toward the floor, leg curl. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys, remember on Friday, I had to leave a little bit early from the stretch class, and I did that because I had my hip replaced 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. And I hadn't, he was like, well, if you're doing good, you don't really need to come back and check in, so I didn't. And, because I was feeling great. So then I've been having trouble kind of in the back. I must have pulled a muscle is what I did, but I just didn't know if I should check it out. So I went and checked it out, step touch, push it out. And the first thing they say to me is they're like, well, you didn't come back for your appointment. I'm like, I think he told me I didn't need to if I was doing good. She just laughed. I'm like, it's all good. And so apparently he likes to check in with people about 4 to 5 years. So I timed that well, pressed down, and we did x-rays and everything looks great. So I must have pulled a muscle, and that was what was causing problems. But I went to the chiropractor last week. She does this thing called dry needling, and helps loosen up the muscles. And chest tight. So when I was talking to the doctor, I'm like, no, I just did my dry needling. I think it's better. And he's like, oh, that's my favorite thing. I love doing that. So if you ever go through physical therapy, you may have to do that. They're just really thin little needles. And when you have muscles that are really tight and pulling, they kind of help tenderize the muscle, is the weirdest way to say it, but just like if you took a piece of steak or something and you're gonna cook it, kind of poke holes in it, it's kind of what happens. Works amazing. Leg curls. But it's so tiny, I don't even feel it. Some people do, but I don't. So occasionally I'll feel something, but not most of the time. Good. So he was really excited that I did all my therapies. I told him all the stuff that I do. He's like, well, you got to figure it out, girl. Reach it out. Good. Hey, Gail, good to see you. Who else is out there? Scarlett, wonderful, good morning. And reach up. So I've kind of taken it easy a little bit this last weekend too. So, I mean, I was walking around, but I did okay. And step touch. Make some muscles, bring them in. Good, good. And now let's press those arms out to the side. Push them out. Keep it going. And march in. All right, we're gonna take one foot in front. We're gonna set the heel down. Okay, remember how we tucked the back in, and we're gonna push those hips back. If you wanna just take those hands right at the top of that leg that's stretched out, and breathe in. And then exhale, push the hips back. And breathe in, and exhale. And march it. And we're gonna do that same thing. I'm gonna face forward this time, but the other leg. So remember where that leg straightens, push back. You're not forcing anything, just gently. Deep breath in, and then exhale as you push back. Breathe in, and exhale. Good. So that was stretching the rear end and the back of the legs. When we do those leg curls that I like to do a lot, that helps us stretch out the front of the legs. So we always do those in warm-up. Now just go to a little tap. And let's go ahead and take this shoulder roll. So shoulder comes forward, then pulls back. Now lift the elbow. And backstroke. So I have one of those scratchy voices because it was mom's or parents weekend, not mom's weekend, parent family weekend. And so the kids and I were all, and dad were all in Lawrence at KU. So for family weekend, and man, you're just so hard to hear all those places. So you feel like you're screaming the whole time. So I have a nice raw voice. I didn't even have to scream at the Chiefs game. We did okay. Now take those feet out. I'm sorry if you're a Bears fan. I know. Believe me, I feel your pain because my Huskers are not good. Drop one shoulder. So interesting how teams do that. They kind of go through their glory days, then they take a break for a while, and their glory days again. And switch. And switch. And center. Now we're going to round it up. Roll the shoulders back. Deep breath in. Exhale. One more. Good. Okay, grab a drink. Grab a drink.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for the short sample of one of my Go Fitness virtual fitness classes. I'm Gina Ogren, the founder of GoFitnessVirtual.com.
And I'm John Ogren, Gina's husband and sidekick. If you like this sample of Gina's class, we hope you'll visit us at GoFitnessVirtual.com, where we have over 800 recorded fitness classes designed for active older adults.
We also have live classes almost every day.
That's right. Just go to GoFitnessVirtual.com and click the Get Started button to learn about becoming a member.
And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope to see you in class.
You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise class, you assume all dangers, hazards, and risks of such participation. The exercise demonstrated by the instructors in this online class are physically demanding. If you are unable to safely perform these exercises, please modify them for your own safety or choose a different set of exercises. Remember, it's your body and your responsibility. If you like this lesson, come visit us at GoFitnessVirtual.com.